Hey everybody, you're listening to the Combo Wombo podcast. I'm Chipmunk. With me as always the Mr. Gimpy.
What's going on, Chip? Good morning, man.
What's happening? Good morning, dude.
Man,
Good morning, everybody.
Feeling good, man. Got my coffee. Got
Nice,
my will to cut has never been stronger. I've been playing
that 1%.
Ninja Gaiden 4. Enjoying the hell out of it.
Nice, man.
My favorite, hack and slash action franchise has come back. So
Oh,
I'm happy as can be, man. This is the second
bigger and
game
better.
of the AAA releases that I was going to buy this year, and it met my expectations, man. It really did.
Nice, man. The Ninja Gaiden, man. It's really out there. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, people were worried that you don't play as Ryu for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
You play as a new character called Yakumo, which is definitely a Platinum Games main character, just very Platinum design. But we've talked in this pod before about developers that we think should make certain games, and I think like Platinum making Ninja Gaiden just fit, because Team Ninja is not the same Team Ninja that made Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 1, right?
Yeah.
And the OG creator of the reboot series, Itagaki, passed away last week, so right before Ninja Gaiden 4's release. But I think that this current game, he would be pretty happy with that. The game's in good hands and Platinum treated it with the utmost respect.
Nice, man.
That definitely put their own flavor on it, but
Passing of the torch
is phenomenal. Story's not really much to write home about, but Ninja Gaiden was never really anything to write home about.
I don't know, dude. They always had pretty deep story, like on the NES. They had cutscenes and stuff. Like,
yes, they were
historically
the first.
The story's kind of off the rails. Like, it's like this ninja shenanigans and chicanery, and
there is
supernatural things.
You're in this future Tokyo kind of setting, which kind of threw me off. But Ninja Gaiden was always a little raised up than grounded, so getting back into the world was good. But I've just been but prior to this I was doing Ninja Gaiden Black 2, so that style was at the forefront of my mind, and coming into this futuristic setting kind of threw me off for like a good 30 seconds, but then as soon as I did my first combo, did my first Izuna drop, everything clicked. The combat is fluid, it's free flowing, man. It feels so good to do, just to hit somebody in the game. So some people have been comparing it to Devil May Cry 5. They're like, Platinum just remade Devil May Cry 5, and they say that as a bad thing, but is it? Devil May Cry 5 was a banger, so we're good. We're good here. So
it's fair, man.
Said I'm the two AAA releases that I was going to buy this year. So Ninja Gaiden 4, Battlefield 6. I'm enjoying both bangers, so I am happy as a clam. How about you, man? What have you been up to?
Haven't been playing too many games. I've been looking at made like a voxel engine. I don't know if I shared that, but that's basically done. I'm pretty happy with that. It came out how I wanted. It's just for making quick like dungeon style tile sets for like a D&D style campaign, but it exports like the GLTF format, so you can import it's like anything. I kind of suck at greedy meshing and like clearing out halls and stuff. So they're just like all blocks. And then if you're I'm using like 3JS, and you can use like
familiar with the term greedy meshing, if you want
to. It just takes like all the individual blocks and makes them into bigger single blocks.
Oh, okay.
It removes like faces and back faces. That's what like the convex hull meshing would do, is like remove like back faces and stuff that you wouldn't see, to make like a solid piece of geometry for video games.
Okay.
Gotcha. It's like less draw calls on your GPU or CPU, and
so
it's way more efficient.
Texturing is what I'm hearing.
But for the vectors, the mega texturing does it for the actual textures. This is like for the actual model. It like smashes it all into like one big beautiful mesh if you do it correctly.
Okay.
And I tried like a few different approaches to it, and I don't know, man. It's above my pay grade. I think there's like a lot of in-engine solutions for this stuff. I know like Unity has some things on the asset store that do it, that I own a couple of those, and I think Godot, there's like a few people who've made like some like plugins for that also do it. And then been using it for Unreal to test in that, and Unreal also has that, like combine this into one mesh under like the actors plugin, and that works great. So I don't know. As far as like quickly being able to draw like very basic room tile sets, it works good at that. I enjoy that. Pretty, yeah, I'm really excited that I got to do that. It's like my dream editor finally made, and I did do it myself. So that was cool. Aside from that, I showed you that the fake social media website made vibe code with like AI. It's like it uses like a llama, and like it generates like fake user comments, and you can post like pictures from your gallery, and they'll be like, "Wow, great job." I don't know, man. It works, dude. I don't know. Like you would think like, oh, I know all this is fake, but like you still kind of get a little dopamine here. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty awesome. I don't know. AI is really good at glazing people up, dude. So it does that.
It's true. It's part of its design. Yeah. It's got to glaze.
And so are like social media sites, like all the different micro mechanics in that of like the notifications and like the thumbs ups, and so like both those working together. I was like, I used it for a little bit, and I like wanted to keep putting stuff on there. I was like, I need to stop, dude. This is getting me. What's worse than like a social media addiction is a fake social media addiction, dude. I need to
slow down, right?
Yeah. So it's like, all right, it's too powerful. I can't put this out anywhere. But yeah, it was pretty fun to do. I was talking about with my brother about that while we're like driving around.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, maybe I should just make a fake social media website. And then we laughed about it. I was like, oh, maybe I will. And, yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, I don't know. We're heading into November, and this is usually like when I hit my second wave of creativity.
Yeah.
So I bought some assets off Unity store to like try and make some quick demo ideas that I have for like some free flow combat or like a dungeon crawler to use like my dungeon tile set map maker.
Yeah.
And I showed you before about like this like dungeon generator that I built.
Yes.
But I didn't have like combat for it. Yeah. It was like almost a year ago now. Like, but that also like was just using like auto battling, and I didn't like that. I was like, oh, this isn't fun. And then I quickly took like some other ideas, and I'm like, yeah, what if I just like stole like Slay the Spires combat? And then I quickly prototyped that, like, and that was pretty decent. I was like, oh yeah, I enjoy this.
Spire is fun, so I could
Slay the Spire plus dungeon crawl, dude, pretty fun. Turns out. Yeah, and then so yeah, I demoed that, and then I was like, all right, now I need to actually like build it out like in like Unity or something. So
yeah,
I was thinking about that, and it's a lot of systems and stuff. So I was like, oh, if I just use like some free flow combat real quick to get my beak wet, get back into it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Sounds like you made your own engine. You you're back into the Unity fold is what it sounds like. Eventually,
I looked at like other stuff. I was looking at Godokes. They had like 4.5 drop. They have like a 4.6 build.
Yep.
And I was just like, man, I don't know.
You don't want to.
I watched like there's some really good new tutorials. There's like an FPS one that shows you how to get Trench Broom working with it.
Sweet. Yeah.
There's like a new plugin for that, and I like watched that, and there's like 30 minutes. I was like, yo, this is really good. I could probably start doing that. And then there's like another really good tutorial that dropped to show like a newbie and then like an expert like at Godot, and they're like sitting side by side, and they're like kind of walking through getting started in Godot. And I don't know, they use like a bootleg Zelda 64 style character like on the thumbnails. That's how you'll find them
too, or
yeah, probably. I don't know. It's so I watched like the part one of that, and I was like, oh yeah, Godot. And then I was like, I know like you and other people that I talked to, like if I was going to work with you guys, it'd probably be like in Godot. Like nobody really likes Unity, and so that's why I was like looking more at that. But I was like, you know what? Everybody else is busy with stuff. I'm just going to assume I'm going to be doing this by myself here. Like, and I don't really have like a big idea for a game or like a broad vision that I can pitch to people. So I was like, oh, let me just make some stuff with the thing I'm most familiar with to get it done instead of just learning. I don't know. Again, the biggest problem I have with Godot is it keeps getting better. So like the longer I wait, the better, more, full suite it'll be. By the time I do use it, it'll be easier to because it's always like one little thing. Web was the big thing for a while. It looks like they kind of got that figured out 4.5. Now I guess they're having like big issues with like the optimization with like mobile after their latest stable build is the word on the streets. Like people are like, yo, I'm losing like all my frames, like what's going on? So, and everybody like knows that it's a problem and they're like, we don't know, just use 4.3 until like they figure it out. And then like before that, like web was like 3.9. They're like, just use 3.9 if you want to make web stuff. And then, yeah, so it's kind of like leapfrogging the problems from the last one into the next one. But,
I mean,
they're working on it. They're building it.
Community made, right? That's legitimately an answer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's legitimately just a way around it. Just like use the one that works. Now, if it was a big corporation saying that, you'd be like, what the hell, right? But it's free, open source. It's just a bunch of people making it on their free time. It's just like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm hoping EA contributes back to the project because Battlefield 6's portal mode uses Godot to make maps and gameplay modes and stuff too. So I'm hoping that any optimizations they do or any tools they built can be pushed back to the community. That's the
trickle
hope.
Back.
I doubt it because it's EA, but we can always hope.
They're about to be bought out, right? Isn't that the word on the streets?
Yes.
There might be a new EA ownership. Like Master Chief Collection?
No, just the first game. Yeah, and,
all right.
Which they've
Isn't
already
that in
remade
Master
before
Chief?
with the anniversary collection or with the anniversary version.
Just keep re-releasing it,
remaking it again.
Is this one in the new
PS5.
Unreal?
It'll have split screen and it'll have 4-player co-op when the original game only had 2-player. It's made in Unreal Engine 5, and for me to say this is probably shocking. You knowing my history with Halo. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't care.
Yeah, they kind of burned out like the last of the goodwill.
Yeah.
The last few releases. Like, I don't know. Nothing wrong with revisiting the old one, but people love the Master Chief Collection. It works. And then they've gone in and like tried to add in a bunch of like microtransactions and other kinds of nonsense into that, and people are pretty upset. And then they like kind of backpedaled on a lot of that stuff. And it's a big corporate decision making.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is like Microsoft's already pretty much waved the white flag in the console wars, right? Going anything's an Xbox, but
raise the prices, get this much money.
This is like the same way I felt with Sonic going to the GameCube, where there's something feels gross about it. You know what I mean? Just like I don't
happened
like
to Sega does with
like,
Nintendo.
Where we grew up, man, you had literal fights on the playground of Sega versus Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
So it's like all of this just built up console war stuff it's gone, man, and it's
man, it's all about money and extracting.
It's like a
as
piece
much
of me died,
Yeah, dude, it's over, man. You let it go, dude.
Yeah, and for me to not be excited for a Halo release, and to be fair, absolutely love Halo 1, but when Anniversary came out, I didn't buy that either because I'm like, the hell are you doing? Because that remake was like from the Xbox to the 360. It's just like the game, like you could still play, It's so I am not for remaking it. I feel like the better move would have been just to go back to Master Chief Collection, port that to the PS5 if that's what they're gonna do, and go from there, right? Because there's already systems built up. They already fixed that game. And from what it sounds like, I don't know if there's multiplayer, but there's been rumor of Microsoft having a free-to-play multiplayer-focused Halo game coming also in 2026 to go along with Halo Campaign Evolved. So I'm assuming it'll be just like Halo Online, what they tried to do a few years ago with like the Russian version of Halo Online where it was Halo 3 but just free-to-play pure multiplayer. So I'm assuming they're revisiting that, and that'll be cross-play. I'm assuming it'll have like the Halo 3, maybe Halo Infinite-ish kind of feel. We'll see what Campaign Evolved feels like, but this is the first.
We'll see if they even add all the modes. Like it's been a big problem.
Right.
Let's see if they actually ship with like a split screen.
Halo that I'm not at all interested.
You know, maybe
in,
this is the best way to approach this, though, is have like your expectations in the dirt, and then like anything that does come out, maybe you'll be pleasantly surprised. You'll be like, oh, actually, this does look pretty good. Maybe I'll get it now because it meets the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Whereas like right now, you're like, I don't even know if they can clear that.
Man. It's a sad
The bars in the ground, dude.
Yeah. So that's where I am. But with that, I did get some exciting news just this morning that really pivoted what I wanted to talk about on the pod. One of the best FPS franchises that has been lying dormant for years was made by Free Radical Design, who they were an offshoot of the team that made GoldenEye, actually. When they came in around the 2000, 2001, played PS2 early days, they released Timesplitters.
Yeah.
And then Timesplitters 2, which was freaking amazing. Timesplitters Future Perfect, freaking amazing. And
there was no Turok.
Yeah, and then they made Haze, which pretty much tanked the company. And they were working on Timesplitters 4 before the company shuttered, right? So with that said, fans took it upon themselves to make a new Timesplitters experience, and it's been years, maybe even a decade, 8 years maybe. I haven't been following the project super long, but I'm happy to announce here Timesplitters Rewind is coming out in 28 days from this date of posting. So what's that, November 23rd or so? So 28 maps, 10 players online. Every mode that was in Timesplitters is back. So you will see me online playing nothing but that game for at least 3 days, like the Thanksgiving weekend here in the US. Timesplitters time. So I am so hyped, dude. Like
just in time for Thanksgiving.
Timesplitters is the mode that does the infection type game mode the best, the absolute best. Yeah. So I am so pumped for that, man. And that got me thinking. You know, their fans always come through for games, right? It can take a long time, but they always come through. Whether it's Renegade X for people who loved like Command and Conquer Renegade, that game, you know, was super unique, right? FPS RTS hybrid. We talked about that a little bit before, and personally, we were like, hey, what games are those? You know, and I mentioned like Savage, Battle for New Earth, and things like that. But you know, fans made Renegade X, right? Just like they remade Command and Conquer Renegade. It's online. You can play it now. You know, stuff like that. Enemy Territory, one of my favorite games ever. Enemy Territory Legacy is just the new fan made patches. They keep the game alive. The servers are alive. You can still play Enemy Territory today. You know, so fans always come through, man. So I am hoping
you can like file the serial numbers off, as they say in the writing world, where it's like you know, it's an homage. It's like winking and out. Like I don't know, there's like Agent 64, which is a remake of you know, GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64, kind of. It's like a paying homage to that. There's that other like Mega Man one's like Zero,
which is the
Gravity
multiplayer for GoldenEye that they made. Yeah, that's So yeah, man, it makes me really happy that these things are still happening.
There's like
it's
Wolfenstein one somebody just made. I think that was in Next Fest. That was the last one, where it's like it's basically Wolf. Yeah, it's a little bit more goofy, a little more like tongue in cheek, but it has that same aesthetic and play. It's like you play like some crazy homeless guy who's like goes up against like the, you know, Germany in World War II.
I mean, BJ Blazkowicz was a legit soldier, so I mean, yeah, it's there, but yeah, it's. I mean, you definitely fight Mecha Hitler at the end, but so
that's out there. So that looked kind of cool. There's like, you pay attention to Next Fest at all?
Not this run of it.
Okay.
So like it's stuff.
There's a couple of little gems in there, nothing too crazy, and then again, there's like one game that I looked at and I was like, oh, this could be good. And it was like already kind of released. And then I was like, I want to recommend it to people, but I'm also like, it needs like a couple of patches for it to be like actually good. And then I'm like, I can't recommend this because like you have to sell people what's there, not like what could be.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because like somebody kind of remade like a Romance of Three Kingdoms in like these massive battles. And I was like, yo,
that sounds sick.
Yeah, it sounds like exactly what I'm into. And I was like reading the reviews and they're like, oh, they updated, they broke like this, and this. And Like this is like super unbalanced. This part's really unfun. And I was like, oh, I don't want to. It seems like they could easily patch some of this stuff out and like fix some other things, but it's like, you know, I'm not going to recommend that to people. You know,
there was a Romance of the
there.
Three Kingdoms like re-release, remaster, something or other, or that's
Koi.
happening. Yeah. So could be interesting looking.
It's
you know what's funny? I didn't appreciate the Romance of the Three Kingdoms games until I was probably in my late 20s. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of reading, dude. It's just a spreadsheet, the video game.
Spreadsheets. When I was a kid, I was like, why the hell are there so many of these games, right? It's
like, what am I in Kingdom Management? I did, dude. I was deep into that. Did you catch any of the, I think a Tokyo Games show?
No,
it's like
TGS, no.
Capcom, Sega. There's nothing too crazy. There's like a new game Capcom's been working on. It's like a sci-fi game where you have like a little AI lady on your back and she does stuff. It's it looked okay. It looked interesting, but not for me. I don't know. There's nothing bad about it, but I was just like, man, it seems like it should have came out on the PlayStation 3. Like
that's actually the era I want to go back to. Those types of games.
So again, like it's not for me. Like I'm not saying like that in a disparaging way. I'm saying that in like, yo, this is like how you would remember those games now, like with that nostalgia. Like, yo, this is so cool. Whereas like I'm looking at, it, I'm like, seems kind of dated to me, but not in a bad way.
You don't even play games, dude. How can you say?
Yeah, I was looking at Sega, the new Yakuza game. Then they had like a new Sonic dash type game, like a Sonic Mario Kart, whatever.
Crossworld?
Sonic Karts. Yeah, it's whatever.
Oh, Crossworld's a banger.
It's like Crash Raccoon or whatever I think is who makes those.
Jesus, this is like talking to my parents about Pokemon.
Your Pokemans. I don't know. What else did they have
Sonic
there?
Racing Crossworld is legitimately good. So
yeah, who's the developer on that?
The same people who made the initial D arcade games. Sonic Team. So yeah, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Have you played it?
Yeah.
There's a demo out, dude. It's legitimately good. You should definitely try it.
Bro. You know me, I don't really play games there.
See?
And then like I don't know, Atlas was dropping like another Persona 3 remake. You want to talk about remakes on remakes, dude? They're like, oh, this is Persona 3, but now with blah blah blah. And I was looking at this like
I got an email saying the Nightmare Hour or whatever returns or something, so I checked that out. Before we wrap up, I did want to get your opinion on
the Midnight Channel, dude.
The Midnight Channel, that's it. With me being excited for Timesplitters coming back just in a multiplayer fashion on PC, are there any games that you yourself, if there's a fan remake or fan just like resurrection of a certain franchise, that you would be hyped for? Because famously on this pod, we know you don't play games on this gaming podcast. Is there
I think
anything that you would be excited
definitely for? Dragon Force. I think that's always kind of my white whale, my Moby Dick, dude. Like
Dragon Force for Sega Saturn, Dragon Force 2. I do.
There's
have
like a few spiritual
for you, by the way. I'll send them to you.
Yeah, there's a few spiritual successors and stuff on like the PSP of like different types of games and stuff, and I've downloaded a few of like those like ROMs and tried those out. I don't know. There's nothing major where I'm like, I need to get this. Like, you shut up and take my money. Like, I don't know. It's nothing off the top of my head. What about you, man? Is there some stuff that some remakes that you could think of?
Besides Timesplitters, which I'm super hyped for, Chrome Hounds. There's been a few fan projects and fan spiritual successors that have taken just kind of way too long to even have updates. They're apparently still in progress, but I don't have high hopes for it. Making a mech game is very difficult. So if it gets done, it gets done. But if you can recreate the Neuromius War, if you can have the crazy player customization that the original game had, that would be my dream game comeback. Because Chrome Hounds should have had a sequel. Chrome Hounds should be on every console generation. It should have been on PC as well, because I think the game would have done absolutely just gangbusters on PC, because the mech community lives on PC now. So Mech Warrior has done a decent job of keeping the slow lumbering mech style games in the forefront, but it needs competition. Piranha Games is it does its best to make a true mech simulator game while keeping it not as hardcore. But something about Chrome Hounds, man, and just like locking your mech pieces together like real life connects pieces and or real lifely, and just taking them out to battle. Nothing like
there's a
having a
game.
tread mech with like 100 boosters on to make a mech that shouldn't fly is like watching a pig fly, So that's the game that I would have
Yeah.
back.
There's Gravity Circuit. Is that Mega Man remix? Let me see here. There's another one.
The game's great.
If Steam would stop being a jerk. Blood Thief's out now. Suit for Hire. X Zodiac seemed kind of cool. It was like a Star Fox style clown.
Okay.
Here we go. Mars First Logistics. Shout out to them, dude. You want to talk about like, as soon as you're talking about like Connect style, like Legos, like, I don't know. It's like, it just seems cool. People love this. Overwhelmingly positive, dude. Like one of the top reviews was like, this is how games used to be made. Like it does what it says right on the tin, dude. You can't really, no one can tell you what, this game is, dude. You just have to experience it. Mars First Logistics, dude.
Mars First Logistics. Okay.
Yeah, build physically simulated rovers to transport awkwardly shaped cargo across the rugged terrain of Mars.
Oh, okay.
Earn funds, unlock new parts. It's like Legos plus Factorial plus, like build space of like Minecraft, dude.
Okay. Right.
It's, I don't know. It's online. You can play co-op, solo. It just looks incredibly interesting from the trailer.
Sure.
But yeah, that just dropped pretty recently.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my recommendation to people. Get the Mars First Logistics, dude.
The game we're just going off the store page, just straight recommending it. All right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this looks like to me like a summer vacation type game. Like if you had a lot of free time and like you really wanted to like explore, like I really enjoy like games that inspire creativity and let you build and give you like a canvas to explore the possibility space. And this seems like that, dude. And all the reviews were positive. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to go on sale personally. But, I'm older. I'd like no rush for those things. That's probably a game I'll probably play when it goes on sale.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Sweet, man. All right, man. Well, that's been our time, man. It's good catching back up to you. It's good that these things are out and really just kind of when a good game comes out or when like fans recreate something, it definitely gets the creative juices going, and it's one of those things that keeps me going in my own project, right? So
there's like a bootleg Kerbal Space program out too that people are really liking. They're like, yo, this is it.
Sweet.
So it looked interesting. I don't know the name of that one, but like that. Yeah, just like just use Google or just whatever.
Google it. Right.
Just Google it, man. Just take my vague, ramblings of an old man, dude.
Yep. So just wrap up here. Next week there won't be a pod because I'm out of town, but we'll be back the week following in November. So you guys have a great Halloween for the Combo Wombo podcast. I'm Mr. Gimpy. That's
Chipmunk.
Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys.
We out.
About 2 weeks.
Peace.